Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Super 7 Ultimate TMNT Krang figures. If you do enjoy the video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jumping right on into this review, guys. Yes, we are taking a look at the brand new Super 7 Ultimate TMNT Krang figures. And yes, I said figures because this set does come with two separate Krangs, which is amazing because I personally have never had a Krang figure before in my collection, which is one of the reasons why I went ahead and jumped in on this one right here. Well, that and besides the fact that it just looks fucking awesome, and the fact that you get to also play a hand in it. Now, I have had the opportunity to buy the Krang Android body for the NECA line, cartoon line. However, I just didn't really have any real attachment to it. I kind of watched the show a lot older than most people. It's not like I really grew up with it. However, I did feel like I needed at least some kind of Krang representation in my TMNT collection, and when Super 7 went ahead and showed these off, I was in. So that's how these guys ended up here on my review stage and for you guys. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into everything that these guys do come with. So as you see, you do get two separate Krangs, and as well as a plunger gun, as well as his android body. But we do also get a few extra sets of hands. He also does come with that little stool right there, which is separate, which is pretty fucking cool. In terms of hands, he does have a left-handed sea grip hand right there to hold the gun, as well as a right-handed trigger finger hand, as well as I guess just kind of like an open action hands right here. A set of open action hands. Nothing too much, just open, and then you do get a single fist for his left hand, it seems like. So he can, shake it in anger when the TMNT turtles fucking, fuck up his plans. You do also get a pointer finger, so that way he can point at Shredder and tell him how much of a blunderfuck he is, or whatever he says. It's been a while since I've actually seen the cartoon, but these are actually based off the old Playmates line toys and not the actual cartoons. So yeah, I'm not too worried about accuracy at this point. So that's pretty much it in terms of all the extra accessories that he does come with. So why don't we go ahead and pull this Krang off right here so we can go ahead and take a look at him. First off, he does come with this little tripoded stool right here, which he does sit on. They both do sit on it and fit, so you can alternate whether you want Crazy Krang in there or if you want, calm, cool, and collected Krang right in there. So taking a look at him, his detailing and sculpt work is absolutely phenomenal. I love all the paint work. His eyes just look so crazy and menacing. You do get a bit of articulation on the arms. We'll go ahead and look into those in a sec. Here's the bottom right there. So yeah, not too much to look at. I love the coloring of the veins and everything. So let's go ahead and jump on into this guy's articulation. His arms will rotate 360 and they do go up and down. So he'll go past a T-pose and down to here. So that's pretty cool. Despite him not really having much of a body, he still has some cool articulation. So let's go ahead and stick him back on the stool, and let's see if we can stick him back on the rotating turntable without doing that. I guess not. So why don't we go ahead and wait for it to rotate around. But while it's doing that, I'll go ahead and remove the Krang Android body, and now I can go ahead and place Krang. Alright, so with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the bigger piece of this set right here, and it is Krang with his android body. So let's go ahead and actually pull Krang out here so that way we can take a look at this one, since we just took a look at the other one. Go ahead and stand his android body. So here we have kind of like deranged, crazy Krang right here. Back there we have more calm and calculated Krang. Here we have, well, he's just not getting his way, so now he's really going for it. The paint apps are actually really good on this one as well. I absolutely love the detailing and the sculpting. Once again, his tentacles or arms are articulated 360 up and down, however way you want it. They're just placed in a more menacing fashion than, the other one as well. So yeah, now let's go ahead and take a look at his android body. Now, the one thing I will say is the joints are pretty fucking loose on it, which kind of makes it a hassle to stand, which you kind of saw while I was trying to bring Krang up and the body kept falling over. But we'll take a look at that more when we take a look at articulation for this thing. But yeah, this dome does go up and down. Nice detailing in there. You do get this plunger gun right here. The arms are removable, so you don't have to have them in. The legs are very well nicely done and detailed. I absolutely love the silver paint on this guy, and I have to admit, I'm never a fan of silver paint on toys. I just think it looks so cheap and everything. However, they chose a really good silver paint, and it doesn't look cheap at all. Taking a look at the back right here, it's very well nicely done and detailed. I never owned the classic version of this, so I don't really know what it was supposed to look like, but I'm pretty happy to have it nonetheless. Like I said, I didn't have any kind of Krang representation in my TMNT collection, so I definitely needed some. So with that being said, let me go ahead and pull the gun out of his hands, and let's go ahead and take a look at this Krang android body's articulation. So no head movement, but his arms will go up that far, down that far. They won't go 360 only because it hits that. His forearms will actually hinge inwards and outwards depending on where you need them, so that way he can hold the gun. Rotation at the wrist, hinging in and out at the wrist as well. So taking a look at the legs, he is on a ball peg right here, so he does get quite a bit of good movement right there. However, like I said, it is pretty loose, so yeah, unfortunately it does suffer from loose joints. His knees are single hinge, so they will only go to 90 right there, but they will go forward just ever so slightly. He will kick forward pretty much all the way straight up and all the way straight back. His legs will come together and they'll separate that far apart. Taking a look at his ankles, you do get a little bit of movement right here, up and down, not too much, and a bit of a ball rocker hinge right there as well. So yeah, guys, all in all, pretty fucking cool in terms of like my first Krang figure. Absolutely love it. Shout out to Super 7 for doing such an amazing job on this sculpt and on the paint work and just the detailing in his face expression and everything. Such a cool Krang figure. So yeah, guys, that wraps up this guy's articulation. Alright, guys, so that has been my review of the brand new Super 7 Ultimates TMNT Krang figures. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you guys think of these two? And if you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below, Shredder, you idiot! That way I know you've made it this far and you're enjoying the content. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of these two guys. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.